Hey y'all, thanks once again for tuning in to Skrilly TV, where everything on this platform is set for educational and motivational purposes only. I am not a doctor, I am not a lawyer, nor am I a specialist, but what I am here to help you. And with that being said, we just gonna keep it a little bit brief. It's been a while I've been out. I've been a little bit under the weather. I've been a little bit sick. I wasn't feeling too good. So normally when I ain't feeling good, I ain't on the camera. I'm gonna just be honest with you guys. So I'm not gonna take too much of your time today. We're gonna go over a couple brief things and uh get you guys up to speed on where we're at. So briefly we were talking about, motivation and how you motivate yourself and how you get yourself up and get going. Well, a lot of people look at the next person like, ooh, I wish I had that goal. I wish I had that lifestyle. And that's an easy way of motivation. Picking up a book. Inside the book, it might have information that, you didn't even know that you could get. And it was some potential was unlocked by reading that book, that chapter, and it like really related to you. So that could be motivational and helping you get going. So that's a big key in this. We also went over learning. A lot of learning has to be done. That has to be like your main thing you want to do. You gotta do a lot of learning, because at the end of the day, it's only what you're willing to soak up like a sponge. And once you get wrung out, all that water come out that sponge. How much of that bucket or a cup can you fill up with water? So that would be the knowledge. And who are you giving this knowledge to? Is it the kids? Is it a family member? Somebody who may be standing in the grocery store at the bus stop next to you? You may never know. So soak up a lot of knowledge, because again, learning is key. That opens up a lot of doors. Uh, you got to be knowledgeable. You got to be willing to give up knowledge to folks. You got to be willing to give off what you learned. A lot of people like to keep things a secret. It's cool. A lot of stuff is worth keeping a secret, and a lot of that stuff that is secret kept is paid for now. Like, they have classes and all this stuff you could pay for and get certificates and stuff. So like, it's really a blessing once you give off what you learn. So again, learning is key. Another thing that we went over is health. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I wasn't feeling too good. So in order for me to even want to speak and want to be on my little screen here to talk to you guys and give you guys a little bit of motivation, I had to feel better. I had to be able to breathe, and just feel right, drink a lot of water and get all the bad toxins out of your body, a little bit of exercise. And what they say, a little goes a long way. So again, I'm here for educational and motivational purposes only. I am not a doctor, I am not a lawyer, but I am here to help you. And if I am not helping, well, shoot, I guess I don't feel like I'm doing my job. And part of my job is to ensure that you know that you are in control of this. You're in control of everything. Like, your body is your paradise. Like, your mind is your paradise. Like I tell my kids, your eyes, your ears, your mouth, your nose, your hands, everything is like important. Your heart, your lungs, your stomach, your knees, everything about you is special. And make sure that you tell people that, and like show them that like you're special, because you're only gonna get one of you. If you lose your hand or something, you're gonna be thinking a lot differently. If you lose an eye or something, or you like like your ears, is like, it's just a lot. I mean, I'm kind of like rambling a little bit, but again, health is important, and keeping yourself up to par is important. Like, that's one thing you want to do, you have to do. And we'll go with some learning here. Okay, so let's say you're in business. We're gonna go with business on this one. Let's say you're in business and you didn't know that you need a tax withholding license to take out taxes out of somebody's check. Well, yes, that's what you need. You need a tax withholding license. You need to go down to your state building. Ours is on Broadway here in Colorado, and talk to people. Tell them what you're about. Tell them what you're doing. when they figure out what your business does, you're going to end up having to get certain licenses, and one of them may be a tax withholding license, depending on what you do in your business. So, hey, you get one of those, you talk to the people you may need to talk to at your downtown building, uh, your local state building. You may need to make a phone call or so. You make a couple phone calls, and guaranteed that gets handled. And it may cost you, it may be free. Uh, you just never know until you get on the phone or you get to emailing or talking to people. LinkedIn is a good way to get a hold of people. If you've never heard of LinkedIn, like, you build a profile up, you gotta make it a little bit professional, to the point where people notice you. And once you're noticed and you get to interacting with people on LinkedIn, they'll hit you back. You guys could get together, send some messages. You never know what God or the higher spirits have for you. So go with that. Another learning thing, let's say you're in business and you don't know much about business planning. I'm going to tell you one thing about business planning, and that's going to be in the next video. But in this video about business planning, make sure you stick to the plan. No investor, I repeat, no investors, no angel investors, no family investors, no friend investors, no ghost investors, however you want to say it, no bank investors. None of those investors are even going to deal with you, want to lend you anything, want to give you anything. They're not going to believe in you because, 6 months you're going this way, another 6 months you're going this way, then 6 months you're going this way. Like, you don't want to be always jumping around. You want to keep your plan stuck to that plan like glue. Like, if it's not going right, figure out how you can go through the hurdle and make it right, because that's ultimately that's what they want to see. They want to see if there's a problem, how can you fix it? If there's not a problem, how can you ensure there won't be a problem? That's got to be part of your plan. Another thing part of your plan is, where do you see yourself in 15 to 20 years? Not 5 to 10, but 15 to 20 years, along with the health part. You got to stay healthy to get there. But yes, 15 to 20 years, where can you see yourself or your company or your peers or your people, 15 to 20 years from now? Where can you see your company being lended to? Had you had to give it to a child or a family member, or you just wanted to sell it and see how much your value was worth? So again, that has to be part of your plan. Also, knowing the exit strategy. What happens when things are failing? You want to ensure that you have an exit strategy. If you do have to exit, which most people don't want to have to exit in their business, but hey, some things happen and you want to have an exit strategy. One other thing in the plan, and this is a bonus: how do you plan on making money if you don't have the correct tools? If you don't have the correct, like, let's say, outlets like ads. Some people don't know how to run ads. You could look up MailChimp. If you don't know about MailChimp, that'll help you a little bit. That's a gem there. So again, if you didn't hear about that here, or you heard about it elsewhere, I'm just reiterating that that's a good one. Look up MailChimp. And yes, again, if you don't run ads for your business, or you don't know how to run ads for your business, learning is a very big process. But you got to put that in your business plan. You got to have that in your plan. How do you plan on getting people to see? Whether it's radio, advertisement, Facebook, Instagram, something new. Are you coming up with a new platform? Are you making a YouTube channel for people to see your product? All this has to be in your plan. And again, don't rush your plan. That's one thing you don't want to do. You could always go in and edit it if you don't like it, if you want to fix it, but always stick to it like glue. That's going to get you far. So thanks for tuning in to Skrilley TV, where everything on this platform is set for educational and motivational purposes. And I hope that you are getting educated and motivated. Thank you. Y'all have a nice day.